purchasers' wild look at energy for smaller extravagance SUVs has put the BMW X3 on a direction to surpass the X5 and eventually the 3 arrangement as the brand's smash hit. The model has experienced an overhaul for 2018, which sees it get marginally bigger, not astounding given that the X1 is close by, destined to be joined by the new X2, for purchasers looking for something littler. The X3 likewise turns into an all the more undeniable individual from the BMW family with its redesigned inside. Also, when a portion of the brand's traveler auto offerings have strayed from BMW's generally solid elements, the new X3 makes an empowering appearing there too. Highs. Frame tuning like BMW's of old, enhanced inside, a lot of traveler and freight space. Lows. Uncertain variable proportion guiding, ridiculous electronic shifter, the section level 4 pales alongside the 6-chamber. Take care of. As sometime recently, the X3 is offered with 4 or 6 barrels in the engine, the 2 motors reinforced by a turbocharger. Their design and removal are the same, yet the 2 motors are new to the model. In spite of the fact that the 30i assignment recommends that BMW's 3.0-liter inline-six is available, it really has a 2.0-liter inline-four. The 28i was the past 4-barrel X3. The 6-chamber variant has been raised to M performance status and is presently badged X3 M40i. The 2 models accompany an 8-speed programmed and all-wheel drive. The new 2.0-liter sees pull increment from 240 to 248, while the torque top falls marginally, from 260 pounds-foot to 258. The B46 powerplant's yield is not much, however the twin-scroll turbo successfully covers any indications of slack, making for exact and unsurprising throttle reaction. This motor punches over its weight in different applications, 330i, 530i, however here it feels a smidgen overmatched. There's nothing to condemn in the idea of its energy conveyance or its matching with the 8-speed, however it's a long ways from the M40i's luxurious and strong inline-six, which brags 355 drive and 369 pounds-foot of torque. BMW's Turbo 6 is a motor from the divine beings, and the M40i feels as snappy as a Porsche Macan GTS. With either motor, the 8-speed programmed, shockingly, is controlled by means of BMW's irritating and unintuitive electronic shifter that is spreading all through the lineup. We can't blame the transmission's conduct, however, which is smooth and responsive. In addition, standard door shifters are close by should the driver need to take control. The X330i procures EPA mileage appraisals of 22 miles per gallon city and 29 expressway, the 2 increments of 1 mile per gallon over the active X328i. The city number falls between those of the Audi Q5, 23 miles per gallon, and the all-wheel drive Mercedes-Benz GLC 300, 21 miles per gallon, while the BMW's expressway figure tops the 2 contenders. The 6-barrel X3 M40i additionally oversees increments of 1 mile per gallon over its forerunner in both EPA measures, with appraisals of 20/27ths of a mile per gallon city, expressway. All the more reassuringly, the X3 suspension endures none of the buoy or messiness that sickness is a great part of the current BMW lineup. The 30i we drove was fitted with the dynamic handling bundle, $1,400, which brought versatile dampers, variable sport steering, M Sport brakes, and a 4th driving mode, adaptive, notwithstanding Eco Pro, Sport, and the default Comfort. Indeed, even Comfort mode doesn't have the flounder we've seen in BMWs recently. The X3 is bounty competent in corners. Game fixes the reins recognizably, which is fine where the streets are glass smooth, however may be excessively when they're definitely not. The M40i begins with a firmer suspension, and our illustration included the versatile dampers, a remain solitary choice that is $1,000 on the 30i and $700 on the M40i. The net outcome is this is an uncommon present-day BMW that doesn't expect you to change it out of comfort mode and into sport the moment you turn it on. The M40i's body control is praiseworthy, and even its standard variable sport steering isn't overboosted. The variable guiding is discretionary on the X330i, be that as it may, and there we'd be slanted to skip it. In the lower spec demonstrate, it neglects to fabricate exertion as you twist on more bolt, rather appearing to expand help, Changing to sport mode builds general exertion. Covering this conduct,